In the dust of the northwestern frontier, archaeologists uncovered a record of two colliding worlds, struck in silver. This coin features the sharp profile of a Greek king, Demetrius I, wearing a distinctly Indian elephant scalp helmet. Two separate cultures are pressed into a single piece of metal. How can one artifact explain the fall of empires, the rerouting of global trade, and the birth of new artistic traditions? Around 185 BCE, the unified Mauryan Empire collapsed. The territory fragmented into smaller regional kingdoms, leaving the northwestern borders open to the outside world. This political vacuum provided a blank canvas. The absence of a single central authority allowed local traditions and migrating foreign ideas to merge. Through those open borders came the Indo-Greeks, nomadic Sakas from the steppes, and the Kushanas from Central Asia. These groups migrated with their own languages, distinct daily customs, and diverse pantheons of gods. As these foreign beliefs encountered indigenous Indian traditions, they produced syncretism, the active blending of different cultures into something entirely new. These migrating groups added new layers to local traditions, acting as a catalyst for the region's cultural development. These migrations relied on a massive infrastructure network, the Silk Route. The Silk Route connected China to Rome, passing directly through the Indian subcontinent and turning the region into a central crossroads. Merchants moved silk and spices, while monks carried philosophies. Buddhism traveled outward along these paths, flowing into Central Asia and China. The Kushana king Kanishka is depicted here in heavy Central Asian boots and a thick, long coat, signaling his origins even as he ruled from an Indian throne. Under the Kushanas, these trade routes functioned as a network for cultural exchange, downloading foreign traditions into India and uploading Indian philosophies to the rest of the world. When Greek aesthetics and Central Asian customs collided with Indian spirituality, they created a revolution in art. The Gandhara school in the Northwest shows Greek influence in the wavy hair, Greco-Roman facial structure, and realistic folds of the robes. Gandhara artists carved these figures from gray schist, a hard local stone that allowed for sharp, precise, and rigid details. The Mathura school in central India relied on indigenous traditions, producing figures with fuller, smoother, and more fluid spiritual forms. Mathura artists used spotted red sandstone, a softer local rock that inherently dictated this softer artistic style. The raw earth and local geography determined how these colliding cultures visualized their gods. Beyond the statues in museums, much of our modern world was organized during this era. Around 78 CE, the nomadic Sakas established the Saka era, a complex calendar and timekeeping system. Remarkably, the Saka-era calendar remains the official basis for the national calendar used by the Indian government today. The Mauryan collapse allowed for centuries of sustained cultural exchange and artistic output. If trade routes were the internet of the ancient world, what cultural downloads do you think were the most important?